Hello guys, this is Sharad Singh here. Today I just wanted to talk about the new topic about the LangChain. So I just wanted to cover four topics, just like an introduction about the LangChain and why we use the LangChain and architecture of the LangChain. And also I just want to cover a few examples of the LangChain so you guys can learn. So if you like my channel, please subscribe and like it. So now I will talk about the introduction. So these are the three things I brought it here so you guys can easily understand. So what is a LangChain, and the second thing, what can LangChain do, and third one, like why do we use. So these are the three components we need to understand in very important, because LangChain is just like a open language, anybody can use it. So we already know, like we know ChatGPT, we know like a Grok, we know a Gemini, but how do we use these open AI system? So we need to use some language, so then we can process, and these are the input, and we can process and we can answer it. So that architecture we need to understand. So first I just want to talk about what is a LangChain. So LangChain is a like a open source framework, and it is just it's very easy to make a new application, and with the help of the others, like a open system like LLMs like a ChatGPT, Llama, Gemini, Grok. So these are the input, and we have to use as input, and we can provide a output. So that's like a high level about the LangChain. And what can LangChain do it? So like I just pointed out in the second section. So it can do five very important things. We can connect through external tools, and we can connect to any data sources and memory components. And fourth one is chatbots. And also we can do question answer. So like question answer means just get any PDF, and based on the PDF, whatever you ask the question from the PDF, we can answer it from the LangChain. And the third one is very very important, why LangChain is useful. So LangChain is I just gave the example, is like a glue. So whatever we have open systems like a ChatGPT, Llama, Gemini, and these are the LLM. But how do we use it? So these are the input. So through LangChain, we need to just pass the parameter through some connectivity, and they can answer it. So this one also I've given some picture in the left side, so you can easily understand how the chain works actually. So left side you can say like a chain, so it's like a chat GPT, OpenAI, Gemini, and the middle one is an agent. So agent is like a third party agent, so which decide answer, like whatever input is coming from the chat GPT, just we need to plug in our agent, and agent will answer. So here we will be using a LangChain component. And so now this is just understanding about the LangChain, like why do we use and what is a LangChain. So now I'll go to the next slide. So this is a high level architecture about the LangChain. So LangChain generally they like as an open source system library. So generally we can use a Python or JavaScript. Definitely we need to import these library to develop any code. But these are the five main components. So when I talk about the architecture, so yeah, a chain, a chain is a sequence of action or links that process input to produce an output. Each link performs a specific task, like formatting a user queries, calling LLM, retrieving data from database, and chains can be simple like a single LLM, and call with the prompt template. Complex involve multiple steps, for instance, question answer or PDF. So what happened? Whatever you asking the question from the PDF, so that information it be splitted into the chunks, and it will be stored into the vector database. So when you look at my picture, the architecture picture, so LangChain is linked with the vector database. So your chunk information will be stored into the vector database. And source data, like left side, when you see source data is nothing but like whatever you asking the questions from the PDF, so that is a source data, and that will be processed into the LangChain in the bottom layer, and that will be answer will be coming from the vector database. And the other things we can, as I in the previous slide also I talk about the uh, agents. So agents means which takes change to the next level. Unlike chains which follow a fixed sequence, agents use an LLM as a reasoning engine to decide which action to take dynamically. For example, an agent might decide whether to query a database or call a API, ask a human for input based user requests. Agent can access tools like a calculator, search engine, customer API, all, and so these are the like an external tool like API can access this. So that we need to understand how the LangChain works. And right side also I mentioned these are the main component like OpenAI, GPT, like ChatGPT, Hugging Face model. So how we have to connect these model through to LangChain. So this is just high level architecture. And here also I just brought some points about in the first slide also mentioned about the I talk about the agents, I talk about the memories, and I just want to read the right side. So these components work seamlessly, allowing LangChain to be used for the chatbots, research assistant, automation workflows, and more. The adaptability agents and memory makes LangChain highly used for application requiring nuanced and multi-step reasoning. So that we need to understand how do we use a LangChain. LangChain is just like a first you need to understand your input like your questions and how do you use your OpenAI like a chat GPT or any like a Gemini or Grok, and how do you answer it? And you take the example about the PDF. You have some question, how you're answering it through using a LangChain. So in the next slide, I'm just talking about uh, some example. So when you see these are the very important three example. If you guys understand these three example and just very small example, anybody can understand. Then there are a lot of videos also in YouTube, so you can find some other language information. This I give very small example so you can understand. So here I just gave the example. Suppose when you see my last line, this question is asking what are the some AI application? So LangChain is answering AI is a fascinating. It is about creating system that mimic human intelligence. Some application include chatbot. So this answer is given from the LangChain. So when you look at the script, it's very small script. The first line, what we am doing from the LangChain, just we are importing some library like conversation because we are just conversing with the LangChain. So this we have just imported. And second line is we are importing because I told you like how we have to connect to LLMs. So importing LLMs, import OpenAI. So that's the second library. And third one because we need to store a data. So we are importing as a dot memory, import conversation buffer memory. Because when you talk, you need to store something, so that's a, like a AI machine learning works. So the fourth line again we need to connect through the API. So this is very simple. You need to connect through API. And the fifth line you can see that's my question. I'm saying hi, I'm learning about AI. And the last one is run it. What are some applications? So you can see my output. So this is how the LangChain works, but this is very simple and small example. So anybody can learn a LangChain. And next example again I've given. This is a very important example like a PDF. Nowadays people are struggling like if there's a 10-page PDF and you want to create some question from the PDF. So what you have to do is very simple. You can see my 5 lines code. Just you need to import some library uh, like first is a PDF library and second is PSS and third thing is like open AI embedded and fourth one is like a talk to you LLMs import OpenAI and last one is a retrieval question answer because you are giving question as an input and you need an answer. So these libraries are very important to bring it out here in the scripting so you can answer it. And next 4 5 line you can be easily understand because last slide I explained to you whatever you're giving a question and you're and you need to retrieve answer from the vector database, sorry, vector store. So vector store is nothing but is a part of the LangChain and all your information will be stored in a vector store. It will be retrieved from the vector store. So here in the last output you can see what is the output. In term question is what is the artificial intelligence. So this question is coming we are asking from the PDF. So answer will be artificial intelligence is the simulation of the human intelligence in the machine. So this is an example for the PDF. And so if you like my channel, please subscribe it. The third one is after that I'll be finishing my tutorial. So the third one I want to talk about the agents with the tools. So again, I'll talk first question. So he's saying, what is the latest news? Suppose if you want to know the latest news through LangChain. So what you can do, you can connect Google, you can connect some um, like a weather website through a LangChain, and you can customize your questions and next level. So when you see my first three lines, we are just importing like an agent initialization tool, and second is again LLM. We need to import OpenAI, and third one is a wrapper. And and next three four line, this is just a API connection, and we are using search engine. Name is a search, and the next few lines we are just asking questions related to what is the latest AI news? So you can see the answer. So these are the asking the question, but you are using you are generating your tool through LangChain. So this is just understanding about the LangChain. It can do a lot of things. Even I've seen something suppose you're typing some message in the Twitter or some typing message in the WhatsApp, you can connect to the LangChain, and it will be that message will be converted and it will be published into your email account, something like that. This is just example. It gives a lot of information. So this is just starting for the uh, those student who wants to learn about the LangChain. And definitely this is just starting. In the future I'll be giving more information, so we'll be going to the next levels. I can explain about the advanced level. Thank you. If you like my channel, please subscribe and like it. Thank you. Bye.